and supreme cosmic energy, to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, to all my fellow king gods who see the multiverse and the Fibonacci in me. I see the multiverse and the Fibonacci in you. I see you, I honor you, I appreciate you, and I fucking love you, my people. Now, real quick, any video I use for awareness purposes. I don't want any money. Money means absolutely nothing to me. Money is going to leave this planet with that fake ass moon, that fake ass royal family, and an artificial race. My planet, my people, that's what means the most to me. Now, my people, this video that I'm going to play for you next is from Adapt 2030. I want you to look at it, use your third eye. This entity has to give you the truth and the lie, and he's been playing. This is a game, and it's been right in front of your face all the time. The whole time that you have been going to the eye doctor, it has been telling you what is going to take place on this planet. Now, when you look at this video, use your third eye when you look at this. I told you, you have a small window right now. You should be stocking up on water, peroxide, chlorophyll, multivitamins, canned goods, and you should be making sure that your circle is tight, and nobody is going to get vaccinated, and everyone has each other's back. And if your circle is not like that, you need to get from around the people that you are around immediately. You have a small window to stock up and prepare yourself mentally, because this is a mental war that is coming our way, which means it's a spiritual war. And those that are not self-disciplined, those that need to eat 3, 4, 5 times a day, can't fast, you are in trouble. And those are the people that are going to be the most violent. It don't make a difference what your race is at this particular time and moment. Those are the ones that's going to be the most violent. Now, I hope y'all enjoy this video, and also I'm going to show you that all the crop circles that has been left since from the end of May all the way up to the current date. And I ask you, those that watch the video, tell me what you think it is. The last crop circle is the flower of life. The flower of life. So you tell me what's going on this planet. And then it's a video that I'm going to play at the end. And I want to thank the individual who put this video together, because it's fucking funny as shit, because it's the fucking truth. It's just like the game that's being played on this planet. I love you, my people. I hope that you enjoy these videos. I hope that you use your third eye, and I hope that you turn to your brother and sister and try to spark that light with them. I truly do. Love, light, and healing energy, and supreme cosmic energy to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, to all my fellow king gods who see the multiverse and the feminine in me. I see the multiverse and the feminine in you. I see you, I honor you, I appreciate you, and I fucking love you, my people. Let's walk together in the age of Aquarius.
And the decoding of the Economist Magazine 2020 analysis. Jay from Clapham Common, home of the Clapham Saints who fought for humanity's freedom, which continues today. We met when I was speaking at AV 10.1 in London. Interesting connections here, how to decode this. When we look at the magazine, there's all the words in the lines, and there are 12 lines. So if you were to break that out into each individual line being one single month, and as we progress through the year, it seems to be more numbers in sequence as we get down through especially October, November, and December. So think about it, each month is coded to tell you what to expect in certain regions to look for. Now, if you break this into the actual words so they make more sense, Brexit, Mars, Tokyo, but again, it's split between 2 months, between May and June. Was that about the Bank of Japan getting on board with the Fed for the quantitative easing into infinity to start to reform our financial system? Tokyo is a great part of that and happened right in June. So what do we see heading down into July, August, September? Climate, Xi, recession, Modi, something in India there, Expo. With July and August, now also when you're taking a look at the lines of letters, so you have 3 in the month of January, 5 in the month of February, 6 in the month of March, and you'll start to see that the progression of strangeness that we're seeing through the year seems to uptick every single month since the beginning of the year. Well, it seems to also follow the numerical sequence here and how many letters are in each line. 3 letters in January, 5 letters in February, 6, 7, 8, 9, where we are in June, and then it jumps a whole level to 11. So something that we've seen in June is an exponential above what had happened in March and April with the lockdown. We start to see across the US, different continents, something exponentially did jump and happen. But the only sequence in here where the numbers of letters decrease is from July, where there's going to be an apex, and it seems like foot's off the gas pedal there for August. Maybe a chance to regroup, but then again, something exponential jumps in September. But when we get toward the end of the year, it looks like there's runaway events happening from September, October, November, and then look at December 27 comparatively to January. If you're going to look on an index scale, 9x what it would have been in January in terms of change. So something significant. Got the elections coming up. Got the reset of the dollar. So, I mean, if all this were to happen at the same time, you would see how this would be a 9x increase over the events we saw since the beginning of the year. Now, Jay was also pointing out that because many of the government's charters, mandates are all set across maritime law, that using that, the red and the green in the text was a very distinct signal of red right returning. So to think about this, upstream is actually going up January, February, March, April, May versus downstream, which would have been December, November, October, and further down. So think about it this, we're progressing upstream from January. And when does the red return? In October. So the same thing with the lockdowns. It looks like the lockdowns that were experienced in March are going to be coming back in October, according to this. And it says vision. Can you see the lockdown coming again? Red right returning. Let us know what you think about the information presented here, and then Jay has much more detailed analysis moving forward, and he just wanted to see what you thought about this so far. Staying in the UK, dome halo, unexplainable. We've seen this a couple of times over the last 3 years, but it appeared in the skies again. Nobody can explain it. It's not from the sunset. It's not a reflection off of a cloud. It is a full dome of, you tell me.
In 2004, a mysterious rock was found near the Roswell crash site, bearing the same image as a crop circle that was discovered in Chiselden, England on August 2nd, 1996.
On the Roswell rock, you have an almost identical symbol in England. To me, it's very fascinating because it essentially shows that they're trying to somehow communicate with us. So the idea is that perhaps some of these crop circles indeed are messages from elsewhere. And elsewhere, in my opinion, means of extraterrestrial origin.
Could it be that some crop formations serve as a medium for extraterrestrial communication? Many crop circle researchers say yes, and suggest further evidence of this can be found by examining the advanced astronomical, scientific, and mathematical equations contained within them.
One formation had everyone baffled, and people were saying, well, what is this? Then a mathematician had a look at it and said, wait a minute, that's a representation of pi, and it's correct down to 10 decimal places.
It's a representation of pi in a geometric sense. It's kind of interesting because the way you get pi out of it is the lengths of the different arcs in each segment. And what happens is there's these little notches in the spiral that let you know you're at the end of an arc. So you actually have to measure the arc lengths as you go around, and their lengths give you the digits of pi. And there's a little circle to give you the decimal point. So it's a really interesting example of using geometry as a code for representing digits and numbers.
It just shows the level of knowledge, mathematical knowledge, geometric skill that goes into making these things. Many of the most famous crop circles actually derive from fractal patterns. The Mandelbrot set, the Julia set. To make these, you have to have knowledge of math. Mathematics is, of course, the universal language. If we ever encounter aliens, they're not going to speak English or French or German. We'll speak and we'll communicate via mathematics. Could crop circles, as some believe, be an attempt from an alien civilization to reach out and communicate with us?
there's a consistent amount of sacred geometry, tetrahedrons, cubes, octahedrons, and even more complex geometric patterns. Many of our best and top scientists are now saying that this geometry is the secret keys to the higher dimensions, and it's right there in the crops, as if they're giving us a trail of breadcrumbs showing us how to get to the next level as a planet.
Here are images of every crop circle that has been left since May 29th of 2020. I want you to look at each and every last one of them with your third eye. Please have little young starseeds look at them and ask them what you think that is, what you think is taking place. Studying astrology is just a bigger version of studying anatomy, your own anatomy. Everything is outwardly, is inwardly. I love it.
It doesn't matter anymore. What matters is our plan. No one can stop laughing when I put on the mask.
If I pull that off, will you die?
It would be extremely sneezy.
You got tissues you could apply?
For you.
Why are you wearing two masks?
You can never be too careful. As I always say, double wrap. Dr. Pavel got the last emergency supplies. I'm here to make sure he hasn't given it to you.
Nothing! I gave them nothing! Well, congratulations! You kept yourself clean! Sir, now what's the next step of your master plan?
Canceling our gatherings. Gotham, you all laughed. You all laughed at me, didn't you? Yes, back in 2012. Remember?
Looks like bread and toilet roll, sir.
Identify yourself to the world.
Dr. Leonard Pavel, Slough Base GP.
He sounds like he's from Slough.
And what is this?
Big pile of bog roll and 14 loaves of sourdough.
And who has the only known receipt for this stuff?
Only me.
Only you. Thank you, good doctor. Who's laughing now? Look what coronavirus has done to your sporting event. Big sneeze quake. Big sneezy earthquake. Because you didn't listen. Ha ha ha, look at Bane. Look at him in Tusker. Stockpiling mud pyro. Ha 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 ha. He's such a hypochondriac. Got enough bugger, Bane. Got enough Petit Falou. Well, I do now. And no one's laughing now, are they? Ain't that right, Kellen? Return to your homes. No more sports. No more concerts. No gender reveal parties. Not because of the virus, just they're super down. Oh, fuck.
It's too late. illusion. You will for too long. You've got us down in tribulation. While you sit upon your throne, ruling your Babylonian kingdom. You will, but all is gonna change. This is the time of revelation. So we don't want no apology. It's done way too late. We don't wanna hear you sorry. You done cause the damage. For too long you've got us lost in your illusions. You will. For too long you got us blind in your religion. While you work us to the ground, building up your wicked nations. You will, but all that's gonna change. This is the time of the conquering lion. So we don't want no apology. It's done way too late. We don't wanna hear you sorry. You don't